Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is on pause in the Commonwealth as potential blood clot concerns arise.
We need to get safe, but we need to make sure what we're putting in our bodies is safe for us.
We're working for you to break down what this means if you've already had the shot and the blood clot warning signs you need to know.
Plus, time is ticking for some to get the COVID-19 vaccine.
Situation is pretty bad.
Why there's a rush to vaccinate international students before they head home for summer.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for 10 News at 6. I'm Lindsay Ward.
I'm John Carlin. States all around the nation now, including here in the Commonwealth, putting a pause on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
This comes after reports of a possible rare disorder, including blood clots found in 6 women. 1 died. And we are following breaking news tonight. We have just learned the death of a Virginia woman is linked from the Virginia Department of Health.
That's right. So 10 News reporter Jessica Jewell joins us live now. She's been working on this story all day. Jessica, what can you tell us about the investigation?
Well, earlier today, John and Lindsay, we found those CDC records that showed that Virginia woman got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and experienced symptoms that were in line with those 6 cases and then died. We didn't know until just a couple minutes ago that VDH had confirmed with the CDC that it was part of those investigations. Now we also know vaccination efforts are on hold, and this is causing some people to be a little more hesitant about getting their shot.
We need to get safe, but we need to make sure what we're putting in our bodies is safe for us.
I don't think it's good. Just as being a nurse in a hospital and working with COVID patients, I really think that we need the vaccines.
Mixed reaction after pausing Johnson & Johnson distribution in Virginia. State health leaders say they made the call not because of the frequency of these blood clot cases, but the pattern.
Vaccine safety is of the utmost importance, right? If we can't confidently have the American public believe and trust in the safety and efficacy of vaccines, that could undermine the entire effort.
The move postpones 30 vaccine clinics across the Commonwealth, 72,000 doses on hold. The Roanoke City and Allegheny health districts are largely unaffected, with no major J&J clinics scheduled this week.
We did have one small clinic, one of our community outreach vaccination team clinics that we had about 70 doses of Johnson & Johnson still left. We, of course, have switched that to Pfizer.
Health leaders urging patience and confidence, while some in the community remain hesitant.
Even though we're scared of the coronavirus right now, I think we need to be scared of this vaccine too, because there needs to be more studies, there needs to be more tests done.
I waited, and I feel like it's better to have it than not have it.
Pause is expected to last. This pause is expected to last anywhere from days to weeks. Again, we just got this information in breaking news about this Virginia woman who died in connection to these cases. We are working to learn more information, and we'll keep you updated with the very latest on air and online at WSLS.com. Live in Roanoke, I'm Jessica Jewell, 10 News, working for you.
All right, thank you, Jessica. Thousands of people have received those Johnson & Johnson vaccines in our area, and health experts say they understand if there's concerns. Now, we ask them what you should look out for as possible warning signs of that rare, potentially dangerous blood clot linked to this shot.
If you suddenly have a severe headache that is different from anything that you've ever had in the past, you should seek immediate medical attention. If you develop shortness of breath, you should seek a medical attention. If you have leg pain or abdominal pain, those are all potential complications associated with blood clots.
Now, Dr. Morrow again stresses this complication being investigated is extremely rare.
The global pandemic is impacting international college students here in Virginia, and for some, the race is on to get vaccinated before the school year ends. New at 6, 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett explains why.
For international college students in the U.S., the pressure's on to get their vaccines. Kidetouch Yemploy, a senior cadet at Virginia Military Institute, says vaccine supply in his home country, Thailand, is extremely limited.
Not many people get the vaccine yet.
Tuesday, he and other international cadets got their vaccines through the Virginia Department of Health.
I feel more protection for sure.
At VMI, 33 cadets are international. Most will return home this summer for required training for their nation's military academies or to visit families. Some they haven't seen in more than a year.
This is a topic that speaks to the global nature of a pandemic.
Virginia Tech is home to 3,500 international students. A university spokesperson says with more than 12,000 employees, about 7,000 have been vaccinated, including international students who work for the school or as graduate or teaching assistants.
Many international students have had the opportunity at Virginia Tech to receive a vaccination already.
New River Health District Director Dr. Noelle Bissell says international students might face extra barriers.
If they go someplace where a vaccine may not be as available, they might not be able to get that second dose right away. And many of them, they could also potentially defer travel plans until we can get them in for their second dose. So I think there's a lot of options.
Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.
Dr. Bissell says that even if it's past the 3 to 6 week window since getting a first dose, they still recommend people complete the series, and they're happy to offer the second dose to international students when they return in the fall.
Turning now to your forecast, where the winds have finally died down today.
Yeah, finally, it was a nice warm day. Good day to get outside. And Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is joining us now. Probably won't want to be outside too much tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're going to A, have temperatures not as warm, and B, we're going to have more clouds and rain around as a cold front is going to work its way closer to the region. What I want to do is show you this evening, though, we've got nothing really to worry about. Skies are going to be variably cloudy. At times, they're going to be partly cloudy. At other times, they're going to be mostly cloudy. Temperatures at 7 on average around 70, falling into the low to mid 60s between, say, 10 and 10:30. Satellite radar composite showing, yes, we did have a few showers, say, towards the Mountain Empire earlier in the day. Most of these showers stayed in areas along and to the west of I-77. Things have quieted down here, and we're looking at a pretty quiet evening and overnight before those chances for rain ramp up on National Gardening Day, which, of course, is tomorrow. Going to have temperatures at 8 a.m. in the 53 to 57 range by noon, up into the upper 60s. Then by 5, we're going to have a much better chance for scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms. So rain develops for us Wednesday, lasts into Wednesday night. Strong gusts Thursday and Friday, and then behind this front, temperatures fall into the 50s and 60s with lows falling into the 30s and 40s. Lindsay.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Happening now, Roanoke's Gun Violence Prevention Commission is holding its first meeting. Here's a live look in. The commission will elect officers and adopt bylaws tonight. It was established last month in an effort to help reduce gun and gang violence in the Star City. The commission has 9 members, including Councilman Joe Cobb, and we'll have more tonight on 10 News at 11.
It was a jam-packed meeting for the Roanoke County Board of Supervisors this afternoon. On the agenda, a work session on the proposed operating budget for the 2021 fiscal year. They also discussed housing needs in the county and approved more than $500,000 for a rural broadband project with Cox Communications in order to improve access for businesses and residents.
This is really a great need, and in this time, it has just been coming to the forefront on so many occasions and situations, and we're making it happen, at least for these homes. And we've got a lot more work to do, but it's a good start.
The board also approved the school district's $209 million budget and approved additional grant funding to buy laptops for every student and to hire support staff. Virginia's top educators getting a first-hand look at how in-person learning is going in our area.
So we really want to get them back to where we know they can have the best schooling opportunities, which is right here at school.
The biggest discussion of the tour and what leaders are now looking into for future learning. All school districts across the Commonwealth have now had students back in the classroom for about a month.
And Virginia's First Lady made several stops throughout Southwest Virginia today to get a look at how the reopening process has been going. Pam Northam was joined by some of the state's top health and education leaders on her tour of Hillsville and Galax elementary schools. One of the biggest discussions on the tour was access to the vaccine. They also discussed getting creative with extended learning like summer school or Saturday school.
Yeah, Northam says she wanted the chance to hear any concerns from teachers and to thank them for their hard work.
And we appreciate the school personnel and the teachers who've gone way above and beyond very creatively and innovatively to make sure that kids are safe and learning at the same time. So we really appreciate that.
Mrs. Northam also got the chance to tour the vaccination clinic in Hillsville and learn more about the Mount Rogers Health District.
Local nonprofits still needing our help more than ever.
Despite canceled events, how the Junior League is still finding a way to give back to the organizations that give so much to the community.
And you are looking at a live picture from our Liberty University Skycam overlooking Lynchburg. We've had clouds in and out of our backyards here this afternoon. Still seeing some sunshine, though, across the region. I will let you know when you'll need the umbrella and when temperatures will cool off significantly coming up.
New at 6 tonight, even after its biggest fundraiser, the stock market was canceled last year. The Junior League of Roanoke Valley is still giving out some big checks to local nonprofits.
The group is awarding $52,000 in grants to 8 local organizations. The Junior League says each year it divides up 3 grants between local nonprofits. Today, the group gave out its community focus grant. $17,000 went to LEAP and $15,000 went to the United Way of the Roanoke Valley.
And even though the hard times, even through the hard times of the pandemic have been a problem, the Junior League says the community is still stepping up to give back through some of the events that they have been able to hold this year.
We really feel like we're able to make an impact, especially with the grants that we're giving out this year.
Now, this year, the group was able to fully fund requests from 5 organizations and partially fund 3.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. Your satellite and radar composite showing that we do have some showers, mainly towards Tennessee and the Carolinas. We've had a couple here in the Mountain Empire here over the last couple of hours or so, but overall, we've actually seen the majority of us a pretty nice day to be outside. Future tracker showing that as we head throughout the course of the overnight, we are looking at skies partly to at times mostly cloudy. I do think we're going to start out Wednesday with at least some sunshine. We're going to cloud up very quickly, though. We're going to turn mostly cloudy, probably no later than about 10, 11 o'clock. And then by 11 o'clock, we're certainly going to have at least some spotty showers to contend with. I think as we head into the afternoon, any showers will become a little more widespread, and also later in the afternoon, we're going to see a couple of thunderstorms too. And any storm that forms could pack a little bit of a punch for us here between, say, 4 p.m. and about 10 p.m. By around midnight, the threat for storms ends. However, we're still going to have some leftover showers around as we kind of go from Wednesday into Thursday. As we look at Thursday at 7 a.m., looks like we're going to be dry. The rain is gone, I think, by 7 a.m. on Thursday. We're still going to have some clouds left over, though. As we go into later on Thursday, we're going to break out in more sunshine, but Thursday is going to be a cooler and breezy day for us. So your Wednesday severe thunderstorm threat is going to be highest, we think, out across south side locations. That's where we have a marginal risk for severe weather, a level 1 out of 5. Timing is roughly from the late afternoon into the mid-evening hours. Storm threats include localized wind damage and or hail. Any storm that we do get tomorrow shouldn't be all that widespread. Not everybody hears thunder and sees lightning, but any storm that does develop has the potential to pack a little bit of a punch for us. As far as rainfall is concerned, through Wednesday night, we're looking at picking up about 1/4 of an inch to about 1 inch of rain. Okay, so there will be some heavier pockets of rain as we head Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. Lynchburg 75, Roanoke 74, Danville 72, Blacksburg is at 69, Wytheville you're at 64. So temperatures for the most part today reach the 60s and 70s, but we're tracking a buckle in the jet stream, a dip in the jet stream. And that's going to allow for cooler air to drop in here as we head into late this week, even into the weekend. But the bulk of the coldest air will stay bottled up to the north of us. But just know, temperatures have been in the 70s here for a while. They're going to drop into the 60s here very, very soon. Looking ahead to the Blue Ridge Marathon Saturday morning. In the morning hours of Saturday, we're dry. In the afternoon, we're going to get rain. But in the morning, I think on Saturday, temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s under partly to mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, cool, quiet with increasing clouds. Overnight lows tonight 44 to 52. 3-day zone by zone forecast showing temperatures in the 60s tomorrow in the New River Valley, falling into the 50s Thursday and Friday. It's likely going to be a wet go of it across the highlands Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, with Thursday turning windy. South side tomorrow mid to upper 70s, mid to upper 60s Thursday and Friday. For Lynchburg, wet Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, drying out Thursday. Friday is dry, and then later Saturday into at least Sunday morning, we're going to have the chance for a little more rain across the Roanoke Valley. Upper 60s Wednesday, low to mid 60s here Thursday through Monday. Appy.
All right, Jeff, we'll get you caught up on the upcoming region football finals steaming our way on Friday night. And speaking of football, we'll hear from Virginia as their spring practice marches on. Sports is next.
I've got friends that have kids on that team. I've got kids on that team. Lord knows they're probably related to me. Matter of fact, I'm fairly certain they are. It's just we've played them 2 times before. For me, it's just going to be another football game. But again, when you play against your old hometown, you kind of want to play real well. So we're going to prepare just like we do for anybody else. But obviously for me, it'll have a little different flavor.
Undefeated Lord Botetourt hosting undefeated Abington for the Region 3D title Friday night in Daleville. Abington is Harless's alma mater, where he starred as a player. He has plenty of relatives still in that area and likely on that Falcons team. Special showdown Friday night for both the Cavs and their head coach, as Lord Botetourt looks to lock up their 4th region title since 2015. Speaking of region finals, we have major collisions Friday night. Salem and G-Dub, undefeated Appomattox counties in action. Galax and Narrows, by the way, neither of those teams have lost this year. 1st and 10 around 11:15 or so on Friday night. What started as a weakness upon Bronco Mendenhall's arrival has slowly built into a strength, and when that strength is up front, there are no limits to what you can do. If football indeed is a game won in the trenches, then UVA is ready as they've ever been to do some damage coming in the fall. The cornerstone of the rebuilding process is finally paying off with a veteran group that ranked #1 in the ACC and 12th in the nation in tackles for loss allowed and #2 in the conference in sacks allowed. It's time for the offensive line in Charlottesville to lead the way.
We're close, I think, but it's time. Like, it's been long enough. And talking like you said, I mean, it was Bryce's first year where we're trying to find ways to get him away from the weaknesses. And you can only hide so many things. So I think it's time. But again, that's something that's been earned.
And it's a group that knows we have to lead. We bring the juice everywhere we go. And we hold people accountable now. Instead of us being told, let's go, it's us telling everyone else, let's go, it's time to go, come on.
And it's a midweek matchup for Virginia Tech baseball. They're at Liberty tonight. The Hokies are 19-9. They've reeled off 6 straight wins, 9 of their last 10. They are ranked 17th by D1 Baseball, 19th by the USA Today poll. Hokies are currently leading the ACC Coastal Division by 2 games over both Pitt and Georgia Tech. We've got news and notes for you. The volleyball playoffs continuing this week. Seattle and the Broncos releasing statements through the Players Association. They won't be at voluntary workouts. COVID concerns for these teams, which include protocols that are or aren't in place. And the former Pitt Panther and Steelers running back James Conner has signed with Arizona.
It does.
It does.
Nightly news coming up next.
We'll see you back here at 7.